I want you to invite those Omenala Catholic Church people. I want you to invite those who believe that they are intellectuals. I want you to invite those that I may teach them what is the difference between Omenala. I will teach them the difference between Omenala and Ordinala. Invite them to come because it's very important, because I know the reason why they are promoting their Omenala, because they cannot promote Ordinala. Ordinala is something that is good, so that's why they have to promote Omenala. And now define Omenala. Omenala is something that when people gather together, they start implementing it. They are actually arrange how to implement it into the land or into the system of the land. That is Omenala. Omenala is a kind of an addendum to Ordinala. Omenala is a kind of an addendum to the Ordinala. Now, if Omenala is a kind of an addendum to Ordinala, that means Omenala is not original. Omenala is something that is found or something that people does, and when it gets to many years, it becomes, or when it gets to 1 year, it becomes a norm. So things sometimes you will see implementation of Omenala, what you call Omenala, being something that is very, very good. And most of the time, what you call Omenala are the things that is desecrating our land, are the things that is destroying our land, such as ROC today you see. ROC you see today in our land is a visitor, and it will go at some point. So ROC is one of the Omenala. And the reason why our people started practicing this fetish god called ROC, that has eyes but they cannot see, has legs but they cannot walk, has mouth they cannot speak, even ear they cannot hear. Those are the reason why is that our people believe that these are the things that will be able to help them to defeat their enemy. Our people cannot actually understand that these things that they believe it is going to help them defeat their enemy, it is their demise. Because if you understand and ask yourself a question, how long have you been having ROC in our land? Fulani actually killed us in 1967. Why did ROC not protect us? So now, in my submission, let me not stretch it further. Omenala is one thing that people bring into the land, and the people start following it. Other people start following it. Omenala is also something that people will gather and implement. Omenala is also an addendum to the Ordinala. Now, if Omenala is an addendum to Ordinala, it means that it is not supernatural. It is not our good norms and value system. Rather, it is an amendment, or you can call it a curse. It can be a curse, it can be a blessing, because it is introduction of new phenomena. That is Omenala, introduction of new phenomena. Now going back, now let's go to Ordinala. Ordinala simply means that things that we met in our land when we came, things that we met in our land when we arrived, we that are actually, are the things that our forefathers actually worked with, the things that our forefathers was doing, such as circumcision after 8 days of birth. That is our Ordinala. Such as going for Omugo. That is our Ordinala. Such as dancing in the moon. That is our Ordinala. Such as doing traditional marriage, which a woman will be able, you can see the picture, she is carrying the wine, the palm wine, looking for the husband. That is our Ordinala. Such as paying a bride price of a woman. That is our Ordinala. So there are many things to it. Our Ordinala is our good norms and value system, and it has nothing to do with fetish god. It has nothing to do with paganism. It has nothing to do with secret cult. It has nothing to do with Okit. It has nothing to do with anything that, they secrete the land. Our Odinala is one of the best, and it is deep rooted in the Bible, because we are the peculiar people. We are the Israelites. We are the Israelites. We did not come from Israel. We are the Israelites. So many people are telling you about Odinala. They are going to Omenala. Omenala is a kind of something like you see Matthias Ezek implementing today. Omenala is when he opened this type of a church in order to compete with Catholic Church, in order to compete with all this Church of Ebukobi. All of them are the same. There is nothing different from it. So I want you to actually follow up this video, because there is a follow-up video I'm going to show you. We are a Catholic church. Church was defined, and you will be informed of the type of God that they worship, and it will be clear to you. Those of you who are championing Christianity, you will understand that it is something that was brought to you by the oppressor, so that it will actually make you to, move away from the original covenant you have with that is the reason why the people who call themselves Omenala today, they are actually bringing back all this Arose and all this Arose Apelapi, all these paganism ways. They are telling you it is our ways. They're telling you the Bible is a fraud, yet they preach from the same Bible, which is a fraud to them, and they are trying to make sure that they get your approval. What they are trying to do is to get your approval, so that they will continue to desecrate the land with the type of things that they do not know where it comes from. Let's take, for example, if this Omenala called Alose, if it is working, why is our land actually, bleeding? If it's Omenala is working, why can't we be free from the Fulani oligarchy? If Omenala is working, why did they not use it to stop Tinubu from being president? If Omenala is working, there are many things that this ROC, that could do for them. They could make them, fly. They could make them do a lot of things, but it does not work. All these things you see, they are things that has limitation, and these are witchcraft. Witchcraft is a sin before Chukwu Kabiama. They all came from the land of Egypt. It is something that our people adopted, and after some years it becomes a norm, and people are seeing it right now as our Odinala. Odinala has nothing to do with Arosi or Dibia Nyansu. I want you to know that what we know as Dibia in our land, it is in our Odinala. The Dibia in our land is what we call those who were able to know the type of herbs that will medicinal herbs. Those that are going into the forest, picking up herbs and using it to cure people, different sicknesses or the other. Those are the people we call Dibia. Then you have a Dibia, which is the medical doctor. Now, if we are calling those who are worshiping pagan, or who are into paganism, atheism, those, if we call them our Dibia, then what are we going to call those who are our traditional healers? That is one thing that those people who call themselves Omenala does not want to understand on the code, because they want your approval. They will continue to teach you every wrong things, wrong histories. That is the reason why they will not, they are so scared for us to have some debate. But I want you to know that the debate is already on. And this time around, the debate has no rules. So the rules of the debate was removed immediately when they introduced or demanded 1 million or claim high level of intellectualism, which is no match to my own, wisdom. So that's why they say they are not going to debate with me. But they bear in mind that the debate is on. We are going to continuously debunk everything that they will bring out to destroy our people, to send our people back into slavery. We are worshiping Chukwu Okike Abiama, who lives in heaven. Chukwu Okike Abiama pụrụ ime ihe niile, who lives in heaven, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of